Hello there, it's Eliza Bloom Robinson checking in this morning with a update, with a message, and mostly just with so much love. There's a lot of really crazy things going on. My heart is with Houston and that whole area from San Antonio and Austin and into Louisiana and all of the places and all of the people that are being affected by the flooding. Hey, Diana. And the impact that that's having on people. You know, the water is outrageous. It blows my mind. I cannot even begin to comprehend what so many people are living in and living with. And, you know, I hear stories, I see the pictures, you all do, right, of the water above the overpasses. Not above to the water, to the road, but above the overpasses. Water up in second stories and third stories, and rivers rising. And even as the rain begins to dissipate just a little bit, the water still continues. There's stories of friends of mine and relatives of friends of mine who are asking for rescue and asking for prayers. And I had one friend who actually had to swim out of her house across the street to a neighbor's who had a higher story before she was actually rescued. And so we hear these stories, and not being there, it's hard to fathom really the devastation that's going on. And so just wanted to pop in with so much love. And if you are in Houston and if you are being affected by the waters and the floods, know that you are not alone. You are not alone. You are surrounded by, loved with, lifted up in prayer by so many people, my personal friends across the planet. I'm in a group that's an international group, and they're praying, and we're all praying, and we're praying that those waters subside, and we're praying that Harvey can move along and that Harvey can begin to dissipate, and we're praying for the strength and the courage and the wisdom and even the humor in the midst of the devastation, that you know you're not alone, that you know that you will get through this, and to know that there is something so much greater than you that will give you the strength, that will give you the courage, that will give you the ability to make the ask, to offer the offer, to be present. One thing that I know for certain is that in times of great devastation, people come out and connect heart to heart and soul to soul and hand to hand. There is so much that is needed in the Houston area. And I say Houston, and I know it's beyond. I'm not limiting it to Houston, but and beyond. And people are coming and people are helping. And I see the videos of the volunteers who are getting their boats down the streets and picking up people and rescuing people. And I was on the phone with a gal yesterday who was finding wheelchairs for the disabled and the elderly who were able to be rescued, but not their chairs. You know, the things, the little things, the great big things, the huge things. And so we just envelop, right? We envelop the entire area with grace, with love, with connection. You are not alone. And as devastating as this may be to you personally or to somebody you know or somebody you love, you will get through this. You don't have to figure that out now. You just get to feel what you feel, take the next step, take the next breath. The planet, I believe in my heart of hearts, is coming together. We are coming together. We will not let destruction of any way, shape, or form, be it natural disaster or otherwise, tear us apart any longer. This is a time to come together. This is a time to feel our hearts Those of us who are impacted only from a distance, let your heart be broken open with compassion. Let your heart and your soul reach out to embrace these people and this city and all that is going on. And so let's just hold for a moment of silence in just love. Before we do that, it's easy to get caught into the drama. It's easy to get caught. If you are in it, there is no judgment. You have to be in it. And all you can do is take the next breath and take the next step. I understand that. But those of us who are sort of on the outskirts, so to speak, we don't have to get hooked into the drama. We can stay holding the high watch. We can stay. We can be the ones who are envisioning Harvey dissipating, who are envisioning Harvey moving along with love, with compassion, with grace, with power. Not over, but internal power of calling the truth. We are the ones who can let our hearts be broken open by what we're seeing and not get caught into the worry, the fear. There's plenty of that. If you're in worry and fear, no judgment. Those of us who can step back, we hold the high watch. We hold our hands out to you spiritually, physically, logistically, emotionally, mentally. We've got this. We've got this. And so we're going to take a moment, a couple of moments, just in silence, in prayer, connecting to all that is, connecting to a greater wisdom, to a greater truth, connecting to love, and being love for every person who's impacted by storms this day, whether it's the floods and the hurricanes and tornadoes, or in other parts of the world, the fires or the drought or whatever. We just hold love for every individual on this planet, for our planet itself. And so will you join me just in being, in giving, and in receiving the purity that is love. Open and receive. Connect with that which is greater than you, that which is love, that which is light, that which is creation itself. Just receive it. Allow yourself to be filled up to overflowing, to be filled up from the tips of your toes to the top of your head and your fingertips. Allow your heart to be filled with love, with light, with compassion, with spirit, with creation. And we connect now with every other person who can hold this space, who can be this space. We connect heart to heart, soul to soul, love to love, and we expand this love, this light, this grace through this circle of everybody watching, those people who will watch the recording, every person who will get a sense of this. We just feel that surrounding the love, the grace, the light, the truth, the connection. Just receive it. Just receive it. Don't do anything to expand it. Just allow it and expand in it. And then into the midst of this space, we bring Houston. the surrounding areas, every person impacted, from San Antonio to Austin to Louisiana and beyond, and anybody else who's impacted by a storm or a natural or an emotional or a mental or a physical challenge. Let's just bring it. And into this place we bring all of it, right? We don't shoot it out. We don't send it out. We bring them to this place. And we imagine with our mind's eye, with our spirit eye, that every single person who is frightened, who is devastated, who is terrified, who is angry, who is worried, might be touched by this presence of love in order that they might be enabled to take a breath. And another breath. And another breath. We bring into this space, this storm that we're calling Harvey, and we just bless Harvey. And in our blessing and in our attention and in our allowing, we allow it to dissipate. We allow it to move on. We allow it to make its point, whatever that may be, to drop its water, to begin to soften. And in that softening, we feel the heart of humanity softening for one another. And in the dissipation of the storm comes the aftermath. And in the aftermath, let us be connected. Let us know our oneness. Let us be love. Let us be action. Let us be light. And let us know, without a doubt, that God, Spirit, creation is in the midst of this. Nobody did anything wrong. It's not punishment. It's life on the planet. And what we get to do is take the next breath and get up the next morning and do what needs to be done with love, with compassion, with generosity across any formerly known as divisive lines. We are one humanity. We are one together. And together, we will get through this. And together, we will be a better people. And so coming right back to love, just love. Just come into an energy, a vibration, a frequency of love. Can you receive it? The love that is all there is. And can you become it? The love, the light, the connection. Connecting to our own spirit, connecting to the earth, that is, connecting to the sky, connecting to the place above the storms, the universe, the infinite. And we bring it all together right now in this now moment, and we know love, we know peace, we know generosity, we know compassion. And so when you think about Houston and beyond, when you see the news, see love, see the places where volunteers are stepping out, see the places that people are connecting and helping and being with one another in a generosity of spirit like no other. Surround it with love. Do not be afraid. Do not allow yourself to be caught in the drama. Do not allow yourself to be worried. Instead, choose love. Choose breath. Choose light. I'm Eliza Bloom Robinson, here with just a brief check-in, sending and holding everybody who's affected by these storms, literally, physically, metaphysically, metaphorically, with so much love, so much compassion, and so much connection. Much love.